shot out of heaven on a technicality.
That's right.
There he is! Yep. Nice. Cool. I like how your mushroom has little marshmallows on it. Little whipped marshmallows.
That was from some Martha Stewart-y book, magazine that I had, and it was how to make an after-school treat for your kids. And it was a fucking magic mushroom, but it was a boiled egg, half a tomato, and then they dabbed little mayonnaise on it. I was like, you just made a magic mushroom for your kid. And P.S., fucking boiled egg and tomato, that sucks. No kid wants that. But I thought it was fucking really clever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I kept the picture of it, and that's what that is.
Yeah, and I love the magic with the little, that's iconic, with the star. Did you happen to do that on the sidewalk? Do you ever do sidewalk art?
No.
In Venice, I actually took a picture of it on the corner, on the rounded corner opposite the other room. It says something on the ground. It says like, I believe in magic, or believe in magic, or magic is happiness, or something like that. So I just was wondering if that was you.
No. I rub up against Jules' muck, but that's as close to street art as I get. I don't mind. I like it. I like doing murals, but street art's like, that's what I tell all my little young street art friends. I'm like, that's fucking fantastic, man, but how do you bill for that? You know?
Right, well you get commissioned, but I hear you, yeah.
Like Jules, like paints masterpieces on the sides of an old fucking abandoned Winnebago. I'm like, this is awesome. You know, but now what?
Well, she can do what Banksy did. They had the wall chopped down and removed, or not chopped, but they had the wall cut through. Sorry, this is slightly crooked. Oh, I guess it's gonna be. Your pegs are crooked.
He's one of those guys. You know, he's one of those one in a millionaires.
Yeah.
See, they come along every 20 years.
So, yeah, put a bird on it. What you got?
This was one of the first paintings where I got the idea. This is one that I'm working on now. I got the idea, like, because I think that there's this, you know, there's a lot going on socially right now.
It says, wanna watch Elvis Presley what?
You want to watch an Elvis Presley movie? But see,
she's naked and he's naked in bed.
But the joke is, he's an older.
Their corner.
Well, no, he's an older man, and he does not want to watch an Elvis Presley movie. He's sipping a martini.
He wants to be left alone.
And I have a similar situation in my life, you know, right now.
You're Aunt Angie?
Andrea.
She's sweet.
And ridiculously too young for me, and that's sort of what that is.
Well, guys are lucky in that way, you know. Like guys can actually be with younger girls, and it works. Like for a girl to be with a younger guy, it's hard pressed. It's hard pressed.
That's because we'll sit and listen to stupid shit longer than women will. Am I right?
That should go into that filing box. Some shit. I really love your filing box system.
It's not what it's cracked up to be, let me just tell you. You're
Yeah.
a nice 40-year-old with some goddamn life skills. That would be fantastic. Don't put that on your movie.
No, this is all, trust me, I will not post anything without you seeing it. And plus, I'm brand new. I've got two things on and 2 things in the editing room, and I'm pretty...
Anywho, I was thinking that, you know, this should have, you know Russell Brand, and you know, a lot of what's going on around the world, a lot of the social rights.
Is that where the R comes from? I was wondering about that.
What?
The R.
No,
R.
that is for revolution.
Oh,
because I think that there's a sort of a spiritual revolution going on.
Yeah.
Globally.
Yeah.
Now.
If you,
I can feel it.
Do you know Marianne Williamson?
I know that name.
Well, she was running for Congresswoman,
Okay,
and
well-
she didn't pass, which kind of stunk. But if you watch some of her, she does A Course on Miracles, and she talks it through. Like, the book is like the Bible in Greek, you know, it's
Right.
thick,
Yeah.
with some Joseph Campbell thrown in there, you know. Anyways, she talks you through, and she does little speeches, you know, it's like church vibe, but whatever.
Right.
And she was saying that, you know, this is 4 years ago, in 2010, she was saying that, you know, our world is going through a change, and everybody is going through it. It's just all at up and down levels, all at different points, and it's happening worldwide. And as soon as everybody realizes that we are literally one, and I don't mean to be so cheesy as the reggae
I know what you're
country or community has been saying for years, you know, one love, one, you know, we are one earth, but that's what she's saying it's getting to, you know, in that kind of high priority. So yeah.
Well, it's happening.
It makes a lot of sense.
And I can feel it. And I thought, some of the work I really like are some of the Chinese and Russian war posters and propaganda for war, you know, where they sort of glamorized it.
Yes,
And
it
I
did.
thought,
Pinup girls.
well, what if I did war posters for the spiritual revolution?
That's a great idea.
And that's where that
How
comes
this
from.
is clicking in.
That's him, this.
He kind of looks like Johnny Appleseed mixed with.
Well, he's got
Abraham
that
Lincoln.
early American, yeah, he's got that early American Revolution.
I love the globe. I
Uh,
have one of those old globes. They're stunning. And the map. That's the legend map symbol. That one.
God, it's global. It's
Oh,
everywhere.
global. It's nice. It's really nice. I particularly.
So that was just sort of a loose idea that I thought I'd spend the summer sort of exploring.
Wow, so
I've
you've
been
done
doing
all of
these. These are all new. At least these three are fairly new.
How many? Oh, you said this is the most you've had in your studio.
Oh,
You said you had like over 38
years.
pieces all at
Yeah,
once.
years.
Are you gonna try to have like one showing somewhere at a gallery, or?
I'm kind of angling for that, but I mean, I do shows all the time, so I'm not. It's not anything specific. I don't, you know. I'm not dreaming about anything specific.
Yeah. No.
But the Saatchi
it's good.
business
Be
plan.
open the possibilities. Yeah.
Before I would, you know, I mean, my plan and the way I've always built my career and everything is, you know, you do a batch of paintings, you ship them over, you know, I'd show in Houston and you know, Las Vegas. Yeah, I do shows in Las Vegas. I do shows here in LA, Florida, you know, just all over. And that's how I always made my money, is because I was always hot somewhere. But with Saatchi, it's the fucking internet shit,
Yeah.
so it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I have to stockpile that shit. And they've sold a lot for me over the last
Yeah. Some of
few
the ones
months.
I liked were already were sold. I was like, but I like that one.
They
And then the other one I liked, I think, was this one. It's like, I'm like, well, that's over my price tag.
They have done well for me, but it's a different business plan, which, you know.
Yeah, do they, there's another one of your Chinese characters gone modern. Unless it's your stick figure. See, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
That means true. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, do they take is it cheaper than, like, I know if you put it in an art gallery, they take a percentage. Is
It's
it
a lower
cheaper-
percentage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then that's better for you, right?
Yeah, but like I said, still, it runs opposite to the way I've run my game thus far.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear
Which
you.
is, you know, I don't know. That's a big subject, the art and the internet. I know they're trying to do it, but there's no replacement for when you're standing in front of it.
No. That's actually a really good question, is there, that I have for you.
Is it on the list?
Yes, it is on the list.
Awesome.
Do you have, like, is there some sort of feeling or a thought process or an emotion or something that you want your viewers to walk away with thinking, or that you want your viewers to feel while they're there or thinking? Or
I want them to feel something. Yes, of course. You know, I come in and out of specifics. I use a lot of things too that have sort of what I call obsessive cliches.
yes.
Where I've sold works that look like this to people that live in Japan that don't even speak English, but they fucking got it, you know?
Yeah.
They knew exactly, I mean, you know, they didn't know what I was saying, but they got it. And so that's why I deal with things that are seemingly sort of simple, but then you know, everybody has that, like lucky number 7. Everybody has their own little private theory on that. You know what I mean?
Ooh, what's your theory?
It's lucky. That's it. It's a symbol of luck and fortune.
Do you know why?
I don't know why. But everybody has it, you know? Everybody has a lucky number.
It's true. What's your lucky number?
Mine's always been like 11 or 13, one of those. Or sometimes I get really freaky and I go, anything that can be divided by 3, you know.
Yeah, there's a big theory on 33, that's like a number that somehow we were all funneled into.
Well, it's the number 3 is the artistic number, and I don't know why, but it's also, I'm obsessed with the letter E. A lot of my paintings have the letter E on it, and I think
That's fun.
it has to do with, you know, I don't know, it's a pitchfork. You know?
Yeah.
E. 3.
It can
It's
also
like it goes
whatever.
down to cave drawings, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Hieroglyphics, there's always something that looks like a fork. So I don't know what this means on like a cellular level to all humans, but it has something.
Mm-hmm. Life, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
But everybody connects to it. And I use things that people connect to. And that's what these boxes are, and then that's how I sort of arrive at telling stories that everybody can understand. And then I sneak my own pervy weird shit in there on the side.
the guy painting words all over his naked lady.
Yeah, that was from a 1962 Playboy.
Oh,
Remember laughing when Goldie Hawn used to have shit painted all over her, and then she'd go dance in a bikini, and that's what that was all about.
oh no shit, that's awesome. I love Goldie Hawn. Are they real words?
Those?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them says legalized pot. So in 1963, I guess that was an insane notion, but now here we are.
You know how out of debt we would be if they just legalized pot?
Yes, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for the idea of stoners saving America. Tax that shit, you know?
Seriously, we can tax alcohol. I mean, the liquor store around the corner from my house is they rob you. It's like $40 for a little bottle. I mean, imagine if they were selling 10 packs of joints.
Well, that's the downside. Once the government gets their hands on your weed, it's going to be, you know, it'll be in a pretty package, but it'll be like that.
Yeah, well, there's always underground people, but on top of that, you have a way to give ourselves some money, I think. Anyways, not that that's the be all end all, but it
No,
works.
but it sure would help.
Yeah. As my very rich friend says, I don't know anybody that money does make things easier, you know?
Yes, it does.
Very cool. I like them. That reminds me of like the old California fruit labels.
Right. I love those.
Yeah, me
Again,
too.
they're very American. They're sort of glamorous, and there's always a voluptuous lady with fruit. I mean, what could be better?
Or a beautiful farm with like all the perfectly rowed cabbages. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, California used to be that way, but those oranges remind me of that. And there's your daughter's house again.
Yeah, she's like put a bird on it. Every once in a while when you get stuck, you just throw that little neighborhood on there and it works. You know, it's like, oh shit, that worked.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to sort of bind things.
To focus the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I see your revolutionary theme. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. What else you got? I love them. I would wish I could take them home with me.
Well, you need a big truck for that. What else?
Time to. A lot of footage.